Hello everyone! Thank you for joining me again on today's makeup look. I will be showing you guys how I created this rose gold makeup featuring the Shany brush set. In this tutorial, I will show you how well the brushes are and my first impressions of them. These brushes are seriously amazing, and I will have a more thorough review and showing of the brush set for you in a separate video, so stay tuned for that. So if you're interested in the look or even the Shany brush set, then just keep on watching. Thank you! So to start off, I'm going to take my Sephora Hydrating Moisturizer and I'm just going to apply that all over my face. And this is a very good universal moisturizer in my opinion. And after that, I'm just going to take my Maybelline Master Prime in Blur and just apply that all over my face as well as a primer. And I usually just put this on my T-zone, but since I've been feeling kind of oily lately, I'm just going to put that all over my face. Next, I'm going to take my L'Oreal Magic Nude Liquid Powder Foundation and my M33 Mineral Powder Brush from Shany, and I'm just going to apply the foundation with my fingers first onto my face, and then I'm going to buff it out with the brush. And I've noticed that this brush is super soft. All of the brushes was really soft, and the combination between this brush and the foundation was just amazing. It gives you a really natural, soft airbrush look, and I love that a lot. This brush is a little small in my preference for a foundation brush, but I thought it worked just well. I also noticed that a lot of these brushes are very universal and they're very versatile, so that's what's amazing about this brush set. And I also really like the way they feel while you're holding them as well. They don't feel too light or too heavy. I'm just applying a little more foundation wherever I feel like I need it. And after that, I'm just going to take my e.l.f. Clear Lash Brow and Mascara and just comb out and brush and set my sparse brows before I do my eyebrows. Next, I'm going to take my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer in the color Light, and I'm just going to conceal under my eyes and brighten my face on my T-zone and the usual areas that I always put this on. And I always do this after I do my eyeshadows, but I decided to switch it up today. And the brush that I'm going to use to blend that out is the F13 Rounded Foundation Brush. And this is one of my favorite brushes in the collection as well. It's amazing. It's small enough to where you can use it to, blend out the hard to reach areas and corners on your face. And I also noticed that this brush didn't poke at all, even though it's a synthetic brush. And it actually blended out very well. And you could also use it to spot conceal because it's slim enough to where it has a point at the end. So next up, I'm taking my Stay Matte powder and the medium powder brush, and I'm just going to apply this powder all over my face to set everything. And this brush is a little too small in my preference for a powder brush, but it still worked just fine. And I loved that it did not shed one bit, even after I actually washed it. And it was just super soft once again. And this brush set is just amazing. If you guys haven't noticed, I love this brush set a lot. Next, onto the eyes, I'm going to take NYX Jumbo Pencil in the color Milk, and I'm just going to roughly apply that all over my eyelid. And this part you don't have to be very neat with this part because we're going to blend it out anyways, and this will just act as our primer and our base. And you can use your finger to blend it out, but I'm going to use the E11 eyeshadow brush from Shany and just blend that out with the brush. This could also be used as a concealer brush as well because it is quite stiff enough and it's large enough actually to use it as a concealer in my opinion. On top of that, I'm just going to take this matte highlight color from my Crayola shading palette and just apply it right on top of the base just to keep it there. And just so that whenever we put the other eyeshadows on, it'd be a lot easier to blend. And I'm still using the same exact brush. Now on to the brows. I'm going to take the B13 brow brush, and I'm still using my Anastasia pomade in Ebony, and I'm just going to fill in my eyebrows with this brush. And at first I wasn't very sure if I liked this brush or not because it was different from the brushes that I always use to fill out my eyebrows, but once I got the hang of it, I actually ended up liking this brush a lot. It's very good for creating that natural eyebrow in my opinion, and also it's thin enough to where you could probably most likely use it to carve, and not carve, but like to intensify your brow shape more. But this is another one of my favorite brushes in the kit. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to take my Mercier Secret Camouflage Concealer in the color SC3, and I'm just taking a Sephora concealer brush, and I'm just going to clean under the eyebrow and just fix anywhere that I want to carve out and shape. The brush set does come with a concealer brush, but I felt that it wasn't slim and thin enough for this purpose, so that is why I used a separate brush for it. Now I'm going to take the E19 contouring eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to blend out the concealer. And this brush is meant for the eyes, but I find that it works really well for this purpose and this function. And I have a similar brush from BH Cosmetics as well, but this one is pointier and is smaller. It's like literally a smaller version of the F13 rounded foundation brush. After that, I'm just going to take my Hard Candy Eye Def metallic eyeshadow in the color Golden Earth and just apply this all over to my eyelid. And after that, I'm going to take my Too Faced Candy Bar palette and using the E20 slanted eyeshadow brush, taking that pink color, and I'm just going to apply it onto my crease and start it as a transition color just to kind of blend out the metallic eyeshadow, just so there won't be any of that harsh line. I also thought this brush was really interesting to use as a blending eyeshadow brush, but it actually turned out really well. So after that, I'm just going to take that bronzy warm brown color and just putting that right on top of the pink just to kind of warm it up just a little bit and give it a little bit more of a brown color. And these two colors will act as our transition shade in our blending shade, I guess you could say. And I end up liking this brush a lot as well, because even though it's slanted, you can use the pointy side for more of a precision, and then you could just lay it flat and blend out your eyeshadows. I like it a lot, and I've never actually used a brush like this before, but I did have another one in my own collection, and now I'll know how to use it. Now taking the F21 blending brush and this dark reddish maroon color, I'm just going to apply this on the outer corner and blending it upward and a little bit inward. You don't want to bring this color too far into the inner corner of the eyes. And I'm just packing on more color until I like the shade and darkness of it. And after, I'm just taking that brown warm color again and just blending out the edges just to make the look softer and well blended all together. And now I'm just going to take the E17 eyeshadow buffer brush and just do the exact same thing that I did on the top lashes, on the top of my lid to the bottom. Now I'm going to take this darker matte brown color and I'm just going to apply this on top of that dark reddish brown color and just deepening the crease and adding more depth still. and I'm trying not to use any black eyeshadow in this look. Now this part is optional, but I'm going to take this shimmery pink champagne roller sparkle eyeshadow from Hard Candy, and I'm just going to apply this onto the lid area where I apply that metallic eyeshadow, and this will just kind of brighten and add more highlight and intensity onto the lid. And I'm also putting that on my inner corner as well. I also went ahead and took this highlight pencil and just lined my waterline with it. I can't remember what the brand was, but I got it at the drugstore. I'm thinking it's Rimmel London, and it's one of their rose gold shimmery highlighting eyeliners. And you could use a white eyeliner too, but I think that would be a little too harsh. And here I'm just going to go ahead and line my eyes. And to do my eyeliner, I will be testing out the E25 slanted eyeliner brush, which is this one that I'm using, and also the E15 eyeliner brush. And I will apologize in advance because on this clip I am going to be out of frame a lot. I didn't realize it, and I hope you guys will forgive me for that. But I decided to keep this in the video just so I can talk a little bit about these two brushes. I actually, out of all the brushes, these two are my least favorite just because I find that they are really big for what they are meant to be used for, especially since I have smaller eyes as well. As you can see, I'm trying to wing out my eyeliner, and I'm actually kind of struggling in this part, and because I was afraid that I would smudge the eyeliner and just ruin the whole look. And so you will see that I will use the eyeliner brush, which is the E15. It looks a little bit longer, and that brush also didn't do any better in my opinion. I felt like they could be used for something else, but I felt like they were just too big. Like, this eyeliner brush was just too big and too long, and it just made my wing awkward in my opinion. If you had bigger eyes, I'm pretty sure it would work better for you, but since my eyes are smaller too, they didn't do the job for me, and I used it for something else. Now this one is the E15 eyeliner brush, and I have a Sigma one that's kind of the same, and I will also compare it in the clip in a few moments. But I felt like this brush was also too big, and for, like I said, I just didn't like them. They were my least favorite out of the whole set, but I find that they could be used for other things. Like I used the slanted eyeliner brush as a flat definer and a smudger on the lash line, and I thought that worked perfectly fine. This liner, I haven't decided what I would use it for, but I feel like you could possibly use it as a lip brush. And here I'm just once again just showing you guys the comparison. And I finished the other eyeliner with the Sigma one, and as you can see, the way I used it, it was a lot easier for me to use it. Once again, like I said, the brush could be you could like the brush more if you have different eye shape, but this is just my opinion of the two brushes. Overall, I still like this brush set a lot, and I still recommend it. Like I said, these brushes are still very, very versatile. You can use them for many, many functions. Okay, now back to the face. I'm just going to use my brush, my F14 medium powder brush, and my Stay Matte powder from Rimmel London in transparent, and just powdering the rest of my face and taking a little bit of my concealer and just adding a little bit more just to touch up under the eyes wherever I need it. And next I'm going to use my F19 slanted contour brush and this blush and bronzer quad that I got from Rude 21, and I'm just going to bronze up the side of my face and just to kind of contour my face and give me more of a bronzer look. And the other brush that I will be using after this one is the F17 buffed bronzer brush. Either one would have been fine. I just wanted to test out as many brushes as I can. And I will also apologize that my right contour side is very intense. You can see the line really well, and I apologize. I have a more natural, deeper hollow on that side of my face, and in person you can't see it. In person it doesn't look that bad, but on camera it picked up pretty well, and I apologize for that because I know it looks pretty bad, but I promise you it is not that bad in person. I'm also applying this product onto my forehead and just around my hairline, just so I have more color onto my face. And this brush that I'm using right here is the F17 buffed bronzer brush, and it's one of my favorite brushes once again in the kit. I do notice that it did shed just a little bit the first time I washed it, but after washing it, it wasn't bad anymore. Like, it was actually still pretty good, and it's a great brush just to apply that bronzer all over your face. And here I'm taking my Shade Light contour palette from KatVonD and taking that darker contour color, and I'm just applying this more onto the hollows of my cheeks. And once again, like I said, I'm sorry for that side of my face. My goodness. Now taking that blending brush that I wiped off, and I'm just going to take that cooler contour color and I'm just going to slightly contour my nose just a little bit. And once again, I'm just trying to show you guys that you can use these brushes for many purposes and many functions. And I'm taking that highlight color that's more on the yellow side and just highlighting the top of my nose with the same brush as well. This brush that I'm going to be using next is the F22 slanted finishing brush, and I'm taking that yellow highlight color from the palette again, and I'm just going to highlight under my eyes. And this brush is really amazing for this purpose, and it's one of my newest favorite type of brushes for under the eyes. So next I'm going to take this baked blush called Honeymoon from Hard Candy and the F10 oval liquid foundation brush, and I'm just going to apply this as a blush and highlighter. And then I changed my mind after doing that, and I'm taking the buffed bronzer brush again and more of a pink color from that blush and bronzer quad. I'm just going to apply a little bit more of this onto my cheeks just very lightly, just so you can have more of that pink, whereas it was previously just a pink highlight. After that, I'm going to take this Revlon matte balm, and I'm just going to apply this onto my lips. You can go more of a natural color or more of a nude, but I decided to go with this color. I don't remember what the name, I forgot what it's called, but it's actually a peachy coral color, and it's super pretty. It's more orange on camera, but it's not, I promise you. It's more of a peachy coral lighter color, and it's super cute for this look. You could definitely, like I said, wear a nude lip or something more natural, but I decided to go a little bit more brighter just to give the face more of a fresh look. And that will complete our look, and I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and this impression review talk through of the Shany brushes, and all the products that I use will be listed down below. And if you do like this video, please give me a like and a comment below what you think, and please subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that. And until next time, I will see you guys in my next video.